movie club, hearts on the screen, sappy love stories, you know what that means. Pole vault's off the hook, it's a shocking twist. For once it ain't his fault, can you believe this? Crazy stupid love had us laughing in pain. About time made us cry in the pouring rain. The whole 9 yards, yeah, it's not about football. Should we still blame pole vault or the wheel or all of y'all? Craving on Carrie, she did this to us. Made us watch a romance, no action, no guts. We're stuck in this mess, drowning in feels. Someone pass the popcorn, this heartbreak is real. I thought we'd be watching explosions and fights, not whispering sweet things in candlelit nights. No horror, no sci-fi, just kisses and fate. Carrie, I love ya, but this ain't up for debate. Pole vault's just smirking, sipping his drink. For once he's not guilty, let that one sink. The chat's getting rowdy, the polls don't lie. Carrie, you're guilty, we caught you this time. Blame it on Carrie, she did this to us. Made us watch a romance, no action, no guts. We're suffered through love, but hey, it's okay. Next month's wins a call, she won't get her way. Yeah, next month's ours, no romance in sight. But just for tonight, guess love stories are alright. Also, still funk pole vault.
You know, I can't think of nothing finer than a fine naked woman holding a gun. And you just all kinds of fine, ain't you?
Don't get any ideas.
Seriously, sweet ass.
All right. Hello, everybody. It's another episode of Green Eggz and HaM. It is What the Funkuary. This is our last episode of What the Funkuary, where we have been exploring Valentine's in our own funky way. Tonight is movie night, and we've got 3 movies we're going to be talking about, and who knows where the rest of the show is going to go. Right now, I'm going to bring up my fabulous co-host.
If you feel the groove, don't hesitate. You motherfucking man. Come get funky, let's celebrate with you motherfucking urban. Welcome to Christmas movie urban and urban legend. One's a scary myth you tell at night. The other keeps you up at night and has you waking up in a bathtub full of ice. Mine is your kidney.
My father is a great man, a man with vision and character, a man who stood up for his beliefs, unlike that rat fuck piece of shit, Tudesky.
That was beautiful. Very well done. You're practicing for next week, right? We've got a play coming up. You know that, right?
Oh, great.
See, he's showing that you got the chops. So Carrie is not going to be here tonight. Carrie picked that we do love stories, and then bails on us. So I'm feeling pranked. It's definitely blame Carrie night, but no worries. We'll get through this. The expert on love stories and romance is here, and I'm going to pull Vault up right now.
Yeah, that song, he made it weird. Missed the show, but left his beard. Brings the drama, stirs the pot. Says not my fault, but we know it's not. Wait, is you know who the fuck he is? He's the fault, oh yeah. And it's all his fucking fault. You know it. You know who the fuck he is. He's the fault, oh yeah. Chucking stuff's his game when I ask his name. Shout with me, oh vault. He might not be who he thinks he is, but he is. Oh vault.
And I think he went and took a pee break. No, there he is. There he is.
The secret to love is pee-pee.
Is that so?
It surely is.
Life begins at PP.
Yes, that's right. It does.
All right.
Life
Well,
begins at erection.
Yeah. What can we not learn when we look to pee-pee?
we will definitely get insights from you all show long about love. Although
PP, his love of PP, you guys have no idea. We need to like do a montage of every email where he has just replied with PP.
It's the alpha and the omega. Not even science can explain it.
what would you think of E. Urban's performance?
That was beautiful. What was that? I didn't watch the movie.
It was from one of the movies.
That was a scene from a movie, so you would know if you paid attention.
Pole Vault watched none of the movies. That's okay. That's okay.
I watched one and a half of the movies.
Oh, 1.5. Okay, good job. I watched all three.
And
then I watched another one that I'm going to throw into the mix, too. Look, my hands are still got that little orange tinge to them.
Same color as your pickles.
You monster.
I was eating hot balls.
TV remote.
Hot balls.
Everything just has orange, red chip dust on it. Like
Yes.
And I just chip dust with like spit because it was, like.
That's okay. I'll get rid of the orange when I jump into these at some point. The Post Malone Oreos. Of course, Pole Vault's already tried them, but I waited to try them on the air.
When you do that, I'm going to do a Faygo cotton candy float.
Ooh. So that sounds fun. We're going to definitely have a snack intermission during this show. All right. Let's say hello to everybody that's in the chat. Why don't we do that?
Hi, Jackie. Hi.
Hi, Peoples, Pole Vault, and Poison Wells, and Chad Freeman, Poison Wells again, and
Poison Wells, Jackie Sands, who was streaming earlier, and Pole Vault destroyed her chat, destroyed her stream.
That was Chad. And Zach Thong, Deep Burrito.
Frank Turzo gave five gifts. Cool.
Yes, he did. I was going to shout out the people that got the memberships. Hang on just a second. Let me get that pulled up. So Desiree and Freedom Redbird, Brenda, Robert Redman, Miho, Rebel Girl, Karaoke, Judy. So some fantastic people there with the memberships.
People are fantastic.
Camellia, did I ever say Camellia?
Camellia.
I'm
Yes.
just
Martin Kelly.
very.
Did you mention Martin Kelly?
I don't know.
This guy did.
Zach Thong and Deep Burrito and Martin Kelly.
And Daniel.
Daniel Gaia Michelle.
Just Daniel.
John Michelle.
Daniel. So no Jean-Claude Van Damme in the chat yet.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
He'll probably show up.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
He'll probably show up. Though.
Featuring
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
With a cameo from Jean-Claude Van Damme.
We are summoning you, Jean-Claude Van Damme. So any minute.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, where the fuck are you? This is your movie trailer.
All right. So just keep saying poisoned whales. It pleases
Poisoned whales.
There we go. Again.
Poisoned whales.
There we go.
And
How poisoned whales.
We getting a basketball game going? Is that what's happening?
that's like a boxing match, Chad.
Well, yeah, boxing match. Well, okay, so who's Poison Wells fighting? That's what I want to know.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, Poison Wells versus Jean-Claude Van
Jean-Claude
Damme.
Van Damme.
Guitar match.
And there's Willie FM Radio. Hello, hello.
Deep Burrito says, "Oh, no. Am I coming across loud or
He
something?"
was working out. Welcome, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
All right, so yeah, there's Jean-Claude Van Damme. Jean-Claude Van Damme, we've got a fight.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
We want you to go up against
Present.
Poison Wells, who is ready to be knocked out.
Van Damme versus Poison Whales.
2 guitars enter, 1 guitar leaves.
So
Tables, ladders, and chairs match.
Now, I would watch that movie. Like Thunderdome, you know.
Yeah.
I would watch that shit. That'd be great.
And we do have a poll going on in the chat, so make sure you vote.
Not for pole vault.
Who
not
is
vote for
most
pole vault.
likely a time traveler? Is it Pole
You're-
Vault,
you're
who's in the lead?
So far, you're getting it wrong.
Is it E. Urban in second place? Is it me? I actually had 12% of the votes. That's shocking.
It's probably Carrie. That's why she's not here right now.
And, well, that's the thing. Let's discuss this. It seems
if
like
she's
that.
If she's a time traveler, she'll just come back later when it's convenient for her.
Right, exactly. She's in last place and she's not here. So, I mean, to me, that
Can't edit
totally
the past, Carrie.
Yeah.
Well, my argument was because I traveled for like 20 years, I am technically really a time traveler. Because freaking Einstein's theory of, relativity and stuff, if you travel, you go into the future, the faster you go into motion. So flying and flying and flying will put you milliseconds into the future. Right now, I'm in the future, Chad.
You're in the future. Okay.
That's correct.
So here's my thing: is that if Pole Vault is a time traveler, why does Pole Vault always get blamed for everything? Wouldn't anytime they got blamed, go back in time and fix it so that they don't get
time
blamed?
travel fuckery because it is your fault. You went in time and you did a bunch of dumb shit, as we will discuss.
Well, it was Michael J. Fox was up ahead of me though, fucking everything up. As I think someone in the chat said earlier.
Yeah, I did see
That's
that.
a shit.
Topic.
Yeah.
I would like to get a door poster of Michael J. Fox. You know he was like in Teen Beat magazine as a centerfold. No lie. Look, he's in the past. I want his PP right where the doorknob is. So everyone gets a turn.
Yeah. I almost gave his mom his PP. That was weird. I just want to know what would have happened if that would have actually gone through and like just erase his own existence, or how does that work?
Yeah,
time travel is so weird.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. It is. Here's the
There's
thing.
the whole because I was time travel.
The other thing is that Pole Vault does always win the polls, so maybe Pole Vault is rigging them by time travel.
Once I have not voted once. I have not.
No, but you're definitely rigging them through time travel somehow.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Or I've never won one of the polls. Maybe I'm rigging it through time travel that I don't win so that nobody knows.
Why are you doing that?
I don't know. And we're talking about time travel because it does tie into one of the movies.
Well, at least someone's coming for me, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, man. Oh, not going to fight? Pole vault.
Sticky. I
Like
look
a toad. He's sticky like a toad.
All right. So pole vault, you've watched none of the movies, right?
That's correct. I don't even know what the names of them are.
And you watched the whole 9 yards, and what else?
Half of About Time.
Okay. Well, we're talking about time travel. Let's jump into About Time to kick things off. Unless either of you have something you wanted to discuss before we get going.
Well, I will just briefly touch on Crazy Stupid Love.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Just a brief, look, crazy. It looked crazy stupid, and I knew I wasn't gonna love it. And I'm not really a big fan of Stephen Carell, so that's why I didn't watch that one.
I'm not a fan of him either. But again, this show is all about pushing outside of what you may find you would normally reach out to. You would normally want.
I looked at the trailer.
Well, we're going to jump into the trailer right now for About Time. And then
I did a little more than what Pole Vault did. So.
Yeah.
I'm not into self-torture. That's just not what I'm into.
Yeah, I did the self-torture for Pole Vault. You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks.
So, Pole Vault's not interested in time travel. He's not interested in naked women. He's not interested in murder. These are all things that do not interest him because these were the things that were in these films.
Yeah, I want to say these are really love movies. Kind of love stories, but not.
Yeah.
Really love. It's a lot of sadistic shit going on here.
Funky love. It's what the funky-wary.
So
let's jump into the trailer for About Time. And I can't remember if this is the one that's got Muse and all kinds of people in it that hopefully it doesn't shut the stream down. But,
all that pop music that's in there is like the first 5 minutes is like nothing but pop songs during that whole disastrous party that they were.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
All right. So here's About Time. The first one we're going to discuss.
It's rated R. That's rich.
Yeah.
My name is Tim. And this
Nobody
is the
does
year
these
that changed my
parties
life forever.
ever.
Happy New Year! I just didn't know it yet.
That's the hand she just used.
This is going to sound strange, but there's this family secret that the men in the family can travel in time.
This is such a weird joke.
No, you have Alzheimer's,
Which
Dad.
it is.
But if it was, which it's not,
Which it is.
how would I actually...
Something
Go into a dark
Alzheimer's
place,
people do.
Clench your fists, think of the moment you're going to, and you'll find yourself there.
It's going to be a complicated year.
It's going to be a complicated life.
For me, it was always going to be all about love. I'm Tim.
I'm Mary.
It's my mother's name.
I remind you of your mother?
Obviously, I should have thought this through more.
Could you
That's
give me 1 second? I'm Tim.
I'm Mary.
I love your eyes.
Do you?
I love the rest of your face too. Haven't even looked further down. I'm sure it's all fantastic.
You're just pouring it
Sure it'll be
out.
better next time.
Well done. Some people make a real mess of it the first time.
Amateurs. Some days you want to relive forever. Will you marry me?
I think I'll go for yes.
Some days you only want to live once.
I am so uninterested in a life without your father.
It never occurred to me that I might lose
Yeah.
I never said you could fix everything.
I didn't watch this part.
Not without consequences.
you. It's so good to see you.
We've never met before.
Oh no. What do I do?
You have to use it to make your life the way you want it to be.
Bullshit.
I never know what the future holds, just like everyone else.
Time catches up to all of us, my son.
My dad.
Hold on,
I tried to live every day
feel
as if it was the final day of my
facial
extraordinary, ordinary
expression.
life.
I see you again.
You will. My whole life depends on it.
I will say this. I honestly, I didn't even know that it was a time travel movie at all before I watched it, even though the title is about time. I mean, I assumed it was, some sappy romance movie. But I enjoyed it. I do like time travel movies. And this is a love story. Honestly, it's more of a love story between son and dad than it is, him and his wife. Of course, that's a big piece of it as well. But no, I mean this was a good movie. I think that the time travel was inconsistent. I think there's some issues with it.
Time travel was fucking terrible.
Yeah, the time travel doesn't work 100%. It's kind of, there's definitely some things that are like, wait a minute, what that doesn't make sense. Especially when the dad's like, from the get go, the dad's like, he's like, oh yeah, butterfly effect, that's not a thing. Don't worry about it. And then it's like, yeah, well, I forgot to tell you this. But,
like what he does is he just okay, so he says all the men can do this in the family, and then there's you see all the men in the family what they are, and you're just like these guys can time travel, and they've done nothing with their power, and they've got these wives and shit. You see later on how these relationships are built.
And I mean,
it's all based on manipulation.
Oh yeah, no, that's the thing. Is that was a creepy thing? Is it him and the Rachel McAdams character? They first have a connection, and then he screws that up with time travel, and then he builds the relationship on manipulation. Yeah.
What happens? They do this little blind date thing. Is literally they go to a restaurant and the lights are out and they're just talking to people, and he has a connection with someone. He meets them outside, and his friend is just some scumbag, and her friend is some hooker or whatever.
That's what they say. They say
side characters, but so so he meets this girl and she gives her number, and then suddenly he lives. This stupid ginger kid lives with this playwright guy, and he's like, this guy's a prick. This guy's a total asswipe. He's cocky and egotistical, and his whole thing is like, oh, well, last night when you were all gallivanting around town, I went to my play and the fucking actor forgot his lines, and it was like, and then so this fucking idiot kid goes back in time, misses his date to go save this asshole's play, and he's not even thankful for it.
Well, the guy doesn't know because he did it,
And then he finds out, and then the stupid kid finds out, oh, I don't have Mary's number anymore.
Do you realize how stupid the whole premise of this fucking movie is?
Yes.
No. It is silly. For sure.
Time, I'm going to go make a booty call. I'm not going to the World Trade Centers and say, "Hey, you don't want to go up there today."
No.
It gets worse.
You can only travel. You can only travel within your own. You can't do things that you wouldn't have already done. In other words, I can travel back to any point in my life. So I guess technically he could go the day of, and then
Dad says you can't go to the future, but you can go back any time, any point in your life. So, but he goes back in time and sees himself at this party, goes back and kisses this one girl, and he's like, oh my God, this works. It goes back to the future, where he was before when his dad told him this. And says, "Holy shit, it works."
That's the thing that doesn't make sense. Yeah,
you can't go to the future, but you did go to the future,
right?
And tell your dad it worked, and then I also got this question: every man in the family can do this, so nothing that they do affects what he does or what Uncle Boris does, or
and why not the women?
The women are clueless. The women apparently have no idea that they're being fucked around with.
They're just not telling them. They're like, don't tell, like Sarah that she can go back to that.
The other thing,
it's just not a genetic thing. Apparently, maybe not. I don't know.
The time travel.
PP.
The time travel stuff exactly doesn't make any sense because so like basically you could go back in time to when you were 2 years old. Wouldn't you think you would have to live throughout your whole life again? No, you get to go back to where you were somehow.
You would go back to before you even knew you had powers
and play the lottery or something,
Do something with your fucking power. I mean, holy shit, play the fucking stock market.
Yeah.
Like,
oh my God.
Play politics.
I
would definitely change. This was I think 2000 or something. I would change this, everything so that 2025 wouldn't be what it is right the fuck now.
I wouldn't give a damn because I'd be living on my own island.
And this kid, his only focus is, I want to find love.
I want the girlfriend. I want the girlfriend.
And the dad is rightfully so that's it.
Wow. The apple doesn't fall far from that tree.
Well, no. So, and again, this is why I say,
if I were the dad, I would have gone back in time and just never told him anything.
So.
Back in time and pulled out.
You didn't watch the whole thing, so you didn't get this. Again, to me, this was the heart of the movie. This is what should have been more of a focus than it was. Basically, if you remember early on, the dad was retired at 50 and didn't do anything. He was like a professor, I think it was, and then he retired at 50.
Go back in time every day and just relive his day twice because which brings me to another point. At some point or another, dude, and oh my God, I'm giving a lot of the movie. I don't care if I'm spoiling it though, because
we're spoiling. We're spoiling. It's fine. If you don't want to hear spoilers, tune out.
At some point or another, dude gets girl gets pregnant, and he has a daughter. At some point or another, also his sister gets into a crash, and then he's got to go back in time and save his sister, which then disrupts the timeline. And at some point, he gets a brother. Then he has to decide whether or not he should save his not his brother. He gets a son. Excuse me. He gets a son. He has a son. They has to go back and decide whether or not he has a daughter or a son, and have his sister alive or dead.
But the thing is that he was flawed. He was flawed in what he did anyway, because he went all the way back to the party because that's where she met the guy, instead of intervening just before the crash, which is all he would have had to done, and then that wouldn't have messed up the kid.
Dad have fucking done something in his little timeline fuckery to save the sister, so little fucking jackass Flash here doesn't have to go and fuck his daughter's existence up for her son, and then later on go back to have a daughter, and then have the sister die.
It sounds like I'm really
and then somehow he fixed the daughter. That he had the son, and then he learned, you can't go back before somebody's birth because that's going to change. They said nothing. It didn't change things like that. But anyway,
I read the plot line from Wikipedia after I gave up halfway through the movie because I was like, "What the fuck?" And I know where I gave up at the right part. It was basically after he has lost his number, he realized he fucked up with the whole play thing. He decides to go stalk the girl that he fall in love with, and fuck a bunch of things up. For not only her and the guy that she was.
Oh yeah. She met this other guy because he wasn't there that night.
Yeah,
of
it's
the
like a
thing.
complete creepy
And then
dickweed.
he split them up. Yeah, which was like totally. Yeah, not
He does this manipulative shit, and then like
cool. Right.
the first time he has sex with him, it's kind of weird, and then like he's like, hold on a second, and he runs in the bathroom, and he goes, and then he goes back to it, and then like, the second time it's like, oh, this is really good. He's like, hold on a second, and then it's like the third time they're on the floor, and they're like, oh, that was really good.
Yeah, she's like,
And-
"Oh, that was great for the first time." And it's just like, yeah, so ridiculous.
This
So
is
let me get to my
up in
point,
the
though.
movie.
My point, the sweet part, the heart of the movie, what should have been more of the movie. So basically, the dad's dying of cancer. That's why the dad went back in time so that he could retire at 50, so he could spend more time with his family.
He just solved
And
cancer with that fucking power.
well, no way to solve it. But
I'll go
basically,
back to time when he didn't have cancer.
basically the son though keeps going back and visiting his dad, but then his wife gets pregnant with another kid, and he's like, well, this is going to be the last time I see
learn
my
from the
dad,
first
or
one.
I'm not going to have this kid. So
See, this is the Flash. Have you ever watched the TV show
yeah.
The Flash?
Oh yeah.
It is so much fucking like, oh my god, you idiot. Stop fucking with the timeline. Stop it.
So pole vault.
If he could go back in time, don't you think he could do better? You know?
Apparently not.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. What the hell?
So anyway, it's enjoyable. It's nonsense. It doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. The more you think about it, the less sense that it even makes. And it is very. There are some things about it that are very creepy and manipulative. With the relationships with her. Again, for me, the part with the dad, though, that was the part that I was like, oh, this is sweet. And that, again, was just kind of a part of it.
Where he really just falls flat on his face and just shows his ass. And that's where he runs into his first ever love. And walks up to her and she says, hey, meet my girlfriend. And he's like, oh, you're lesbians. And they're like, no.
Oh, yeah.
And then he's like, oh, well, because, girlfriends. And he just starts digging himself in a deeper grave. And then he goes back in time and he fucking does it again.
Yes. Yeah. The first love of his life, of course, was Margot Robbie. Why he gave up on her so quickly.
Quinn. You gave up Harley Quinn, you fucking idiots.
And then she wanted to, basically. She's like, man, I messed up. Kind of wanted another chance. And then he's like, okay, I'm going to go ask my girlfriend if she wants to marry me.
I mean, you're already that much of a dickwad. Why don't you just fuck her and then just pretend it doesn't happen? Just go back into the closet again. For the million, that seems to be his thing. He goes into a closet every time to make it unhappen.
And uses his mind powers while gripping his fists. Which I've seen Pole Vault do something very similar. So this is what made me start thinking.
What a good way mind powers, It's good.
It would be funny if the dad said, well, so here's the weird thing, son. You gotta kind of grip it and give it a little tug. It'll take you back to any moment you want to in your life. Just gotta go.
Just close your eyes real tight.
Count to 10, click your heels, get Jack.
I just can't. I'm so glad I didn't. I'm sorry.
Well, you missed out.
I apologize.
No, you didn't. I gave you the synopsis. So.
Well, I mean, I usually
watched it, so you didn't have to.
But I just couldn't do it, man. I just couldn't do it.
And tell us why you couldn't watch any of these movies. What was your reason for?
As proof with this movie, they're very unrealistic, and I have a kind of crazy, wild, fucked up life, and I like to watch something that is a little bit like I was telling earlier. If I watch Chainsaw Massacre, I actually feel better after that movie because I'm like, wow, my life's not so bad. I have crazy shit going on in my life all the time. So sitting there like tripping over like, oh my God, is she going to be my girlfriend? It's just not really high up on my priorities of life problems.
It's not really mine either. I mean, a life of a single person.
It's
But
depends on why you watch movies. I mean, you know.
I don't watch movies, Chad.
Huh?
I don't watch movies. You know this.
Yes, but
I could do
so many I try to force you with the show.
You do. I watch more movies. I've watched more movies since I've been doing this show than I have in the last 10 years.
So to sum it up, if I could use my time powers, I would have definitely gone back and not watched About Time.
I mean, I just don't understand why he wouldn't play the lottery. I mean, how many of those girlfriends could he have? He could have had like girlfriends.
Play the stock market. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God, just look like a week in the future, see what's going to be good, and then like fucking, you know what I mean? Just play that shit like a Stradivarius. Come on.
I'd be living large.
Or rob a bank, and then if you get caught, you just disappear out of there. You're like, oh, back in time. Ha, ha, ha. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't seem to affect anyone else's timeline. That's so bizarre.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, that's a fun thing though with time travel movies is that, you know, I appreciated this as a different take on the time travel than actually there being something important that was going on. Butterfly Effect, I love Butterfly Effect. To me, that's a great time travel movie. And this is essentially kind of like a watered down rip-off version of that movie.
Or Groundhog Day, but British. And he doesn't commit suicide at any point. So it's kind of, you know, I don't know, man. It's like, and it's not as funny. Bill Murray's funny. This, I don't know.
You know what's funny is someone that is out there going, wow, that was the greatest movie I ever saw.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Let's say hello to people in the chat. Jovel's there, and
Jovel,
Hugh Caldwell, and Jovel, and
you Caldwell.
You Caldwell.
Oh God, Van Damme.
You know, I was saying last night that you Caldwell reminds me a lot of George Clooney. Or was it the night before? I don't know. I was time traveling.
Yeah.
I time travel. I just sit in my chair and I just press my temples real hard.
Or when you
just wait.
When you wake up, you're in the future.
All right, so we've got 2 more movies to talk about. We've also got some other things to do, some taste testing, and we've also got the promo for next month. Should we jump into the next movie, or should we do some taste testing? What should we do?
Why don't we go ahead and get the bad part over first and.
Well, yeah, I mean, let's discuss, or you could discuss, Crazy Stupid Love, if you would.
Crazy Stupid Love.
Like to, and
yeah, you know, I mean, yeah.
Whatsoever.
Is there a lot of furniture in this movie?
Furniture, yeah, quite a bit.
Okay.
God, I mean, a world without furniture.
Yeah, you know, like Soylent Green and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A world without furniture would make J.D. Vance very sad.
I'm going to Haverty's. Do y'all have a Haverty's? Is that everywhere? Like it's a furniture store here and shit, you know. Hey, Haverty's, I hooked you up. I need a new couch or something.
Yeah, you think they would
Hey, where's
sponsor
my
this
nose
show?
bleeding all of a sudden?
You've been time traveling, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just made a JD Vance joke and now my nose is bleeding.
You squinted your hands too tight.
Yes. Yes.
Scanner powers.
Wait. What happened here? Hang on just a second.
Do you feel it, Chad? Your head exploding.
My head is exploding?
Trying to use this.
It looks like it's working. It's working. It's working.
It's not working.
It is working.
It's not working. It's not working.
I can feel. Here, wait. I was kicking.
Don't hurt yourself.
Shit.
It's you that's gonna be hurt, Chad. You're lucky. I didn't want to show it. My full ability on the internet. I'm kind of tired now.
Yeah. So were you gone to a certain point in your life during that?
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm still there. I'm trying to get out of it. But
all right, let's pull up Crazy Stupid Love. I believe Camellia recommended this one. I'm the only one that watched it, but here we go. PG-13.
25 years of marriage and you have nothing to say? I'll just say it. I slept with someone.
If you keep talking, I'm going to get out of the car.
I think the fact that I did it just shows how broken we are. Okay. How much we really... Oh my God! Help!
You're getting a divorce?
Yeah.
Amy heard you crying in the bathroom. We all thought it was cancer.
Oh.
Thank God, man.
Yeah, just my relationship.
Hi, can I buy you a drink?
Uh-huh.
Let's get out of here. Want to get out of here? What are you doing later?
I don't know.
I do. There's lots of beautiful women in this bar, but I can't take my eyes off of you.
It's time to go home.
Oh, it's forward of you, but okay.
Yeah.
Should I pull the car around? Have you been drinking? I'll drive.
Hey, ladies man guy. Any tips of the trade?
Your wife cheated on you because you lost sight of who you are as a man. Why don't you take that straw out of your mouth? It looks like you're sucking on it.
Okay.
You're sitting there with a Supercuts haircut, and you're wearing a 44 when you should be wearing a 42 regular. Credit card. Where are your wallets? Did you sleep with them?
Jeez, God.
Yeah, probably.
You would?
You gotta take control of your manhood, pal.
Can you put on some clothes, please?
Oh, I'm sorry, is this bothering you?
Has some decency.
What do you want to do with me?
I want to show you off to my ex-wife, make her really jealous. Oh, man.
I met a girl.
Is this 40-year-old virgin?
She's
She looks a lot like a 40-year-old virgin.
How old are you?
I'm in love with her, and I don't know what
She
to
looks
do
like
about it.
40-year-old virgin again.
I don't know when you and I stopped being us. When I told you that I had to work late, I really went to see the new Twilight movie by myself.
Right. Seems fine so far.
La 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 la. Music. Oh God, that smile, no.
Take off your shirt.
Why?
Will you take off your shirt?
Seriously?
Why?
It's like you're photoshopped.
Oh, seriously?
All right. So
You're CGI.
Crazy Stupid Love.
Crazy stupid, and I hate it.
I And with the urban, there's some people in the cast that I'm just like, no, don't want to watch the 40-year-old virgin guy. So this is not a movie that I would ever pick to watch. But
Camellia said she picked Apocalypto. I'd probably watch that.
she did pick that one. She also picked this one. So Apocalypto, that can go on the wheel this time. I love Apocalypto.
Was that a love story? Was
So
any of this a love story?
So this one it's kind of like a watered down version of the movie. It reminded me of the movie Me, You, and Everyone We Know, which is a movie that I really like. A scene what?
Where he gets waxed. Kelly Clarkson.
No, there's no waxing. Just gets fancy clothes. Gets an upgrade of his clothes.
Could have given him like a Prince Albert piercing or something.
Where do you find out?
Sabrina Carpenter.
I mean, where do you find all the time to watch this shit, Chad?
I just make the time. I mean,
dude, I cannot even get in what I got to get in. I'm always running behind on what I got to do already.
I mean, you got to take time to do things that you enjoy. I mean, I don't make music, so that's the thing, is that that's not something that's on my list of things to do. But
you should, Chad.
Movies, watching TV shows, things like that. I enjoy those things, so I make time for that. Make time to listen to music. So let me get back to this movie. Not a great movie. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It had some parts that were, amusing. There were parts that I was just like, really? Like there's this whole twist that's just like completely stupid. That like not even needed at all. But you're never going to watch it, right, Paul?
Well, Poison Wells says it was a watered down version of a
Yes, a very watered down version.
Oh no, my super pops. I'm sorry about that, E.
I do like Ryan Gosling, and I do like Julianne Moore. So I mean, there's some pros and some cons with the casting on this. Marissa Tomei, but the way that they purposely interconnect all of these different characters, I feel that they really forced things with this movie, connecting all the little stories and characters, and that wasn't needed.
You know, when he took off his shirt and she's like, "Oh my God, you're like Photoshop." Sunshine says the same thing when I take off my pants.
Yes, we know this. We know this. That was like the first time that basically that's why you don't want to watch a movie like this, because why watch something that you already lived, right?
I don't know what you're talking about. It's what?
People think Poison Wells is photoshopped as well.
Right, that it happens.
Yeah.
I mean, slinging the guitar against Jean-Claude Van Damme is like hard work, dude.
I did have some points I was going to say about this movie. I'm losing my train of thought here. I mean, bottom line for me is that it wasn't an awful movie. I'm not like, oh, give me back the time that I spent watching it. But would I recommend it to anybody? No. If I was going to recommend a movie of this type, I would definitely say watch Me, You, and Everyone We Know.
I recommended Debbie Does Dallas, but it never gets picked. Hi, Lori.
Lori. Hello, Lori.
Have you seen Debbie Does Dallas there, Chad?
I have not. The wheel did not pick it, though, so that's why we're not discussing it.
Practically the same thing.
Same movie?
Yeah.
And there is some creepiness in this film as well. because the babysitter, she's in love with the dad. She's in love with that Steve Carell's character, and she basically takes nude photos of herself and then prints them and gives them to him. And I think she's like 16 or something like that.
That's not a dot.
Oh, whoa,
Yes.
whoa.
Yes. And then,
Hold on, I gotta find a Chris Hansen gif.
and then she realizes, wow, he's too old for me. But the son, who's 3 years younger than her, who he's in love with her and keeps bothering because it's his babysitter and he's obsessed with her. She then gives the photos to him at the end of the movie. And I'm just like, what? Absolutely bizarre in this PG-13 movie for that aspect to be in there. But again, this was it 2011 or something like that. I don't think that stuff would have been in the movie had they made it today. 2011 is when this movie came out.
Yeah. Well, that's nice, Chad. Yeah. Okay.
Here's I just was checking the date on it, and here's a Reddit post that says "Crazy Stupid Love is really an insane movie now that I'm older." And yeah, there's definitely some things about it that are a little what? So.
It sounds like Debbie Does Dallas was cleaner than that one.
Probably, if we were to watch that one today and see how it has. When's the last time that you saw that movie? By the way.
Who, me?
You, yeah, Debbie.
I was probably about 13.
Okay, so
it was about 44 years ago.
Okay, yeah. So not a good judge of.
Yeah, and I watched it on like one of those scrambled TV channels. You know, you probably don't.
Playboy and Spice.
No, back in
93, 94 on cable.
They had this stuff called On TV, and it was like channel, 11 or 12 or something, but you had to have a special decoder. But if you turned it there, you squinted your eyes just right, you could be like, I know what they're doing.
It's a food. No, it just blinked. That was an eye.
And you watch the whole movie that way?
Oh, I watch a lot of movies that way.
Wavy. It's just like, if you take the right acid, it might actually look like something.
And you could watch the whole movie. It'd be like, I think I watched like one of the Terminator, the first Terminator that way.
Oh man!
It affected my eyesight and stuff, but
if I cross my eyes, it might actually make sense.
Right. It was a different time, and even the dirty movies would probably just get an R rating now.
It's like when your mom would say, "Stop sitting so close to the TV, you'll go blind." It's like, yeah, well, so masturbation. Which is worse?
Melissa Smith chiming in, what's crazy stupid is the guy mentioning the ex-wife in the middle of his compliment. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of stupidity like that in this movie.
See, the theme is with our movies, we always pick the ones with the guys who have the worst relationship. Like
The Will does it. The Will does it.
And you know what? I just thought of something else, Chad. I didn't even watch that shit in color. It was on like a black and white TV. And people are like, what is on TV? What is black and white TV? What the fuck is this guy talking about?
Well, I have you know that I didn't know the Smurfs were blue because I watched the Smurfs on black and white TV. So they were kind of like greenish, kind of, grayish. And
on film? You watch them on film?
No, black and white TV.
Oh, check this out.
Oh, because I remember watching some old Popeye things on film. My grandpa had one of those little real things.
Right.
That was fun to watch.
No. It was just black and white TV. That's all we had, black and white, until I was in like second grade, I think. So
holy shit!
Done
with those films.
Before there was an MTV, I would turn on like Ozzy and turn it up, and then turn Sesame Street on and turn the volume down, and it was like a video.
Yeah, I would do that with Alf. Okay. It was fun with the Fat Boys and Alf. Watching Alf with the Fat Boys was good.
If you put music to anything, it almost always matches.
Well, it really works with the puppets, man.
Hugh is saying that Debbie only did a tiny portion of Dallas, not all of Dallas, and I think that's a star deduction for false advertisement.
Well, she was working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What's C. Irvin got here before we get into our next movie? Soup apple.
Sour apple.
Soup.
Nighttime and morning.
Soup apple sounds better.
Yeah. Wow.
You want soup cherry or soup apple?
Soup cherry. Right. Oh yeah. Sure. Put these in your soup.
Yeah.
Nighttime and morning. I love it. It's like nighttime and it's a Dayquil and NyQuil.
Chad really knows how to talk to the kids out there.
A lot.
The soup apples are really Riz.
No, soup apple is definitely Ohio. It's not Riz.
Soup apple. Well, you got that right.
Look, Jesse Cantrell's in the chat.
Hey, Jesse.
Did you go trick-or-treating?
Hello, Melissa. I don't know. I went.
Are you a time traveler and went and ripped off a dispensary?
First thing in the morning, there's raspberry and then I got ones with that are covered in nerds apparently.
It looks like a shave club, but with weed.
Oh, it's like a glob of like sugar.
It's got nerds on it.
With nerds on it.
Yeah. Well, there's diabetes.
How
is it?
It doesn't matter. Tastes like sugar.
Tastes like sugar?
A little bit of weed in it.
Mostly sugar.
Yep.
All right. Well, while
you got your cookies.
Yeah. Well, let's go. Let's do the whole 9 yards, and then we'll get into. I'm going to try these Post Malone cookies. Let me get this pulled up here.
Surprised those don't have any weed in them.
Oh no! He stole all the poisons edibles.
All right, the whole 9 yards, 2000 film, starring Bruce Willis, Matthew Perry. Here we go with the trailer.
Can you move any slower than this, fellas?
Hi. You must be our new neighbor. I'm Nicholas Ozeransky. Call me Oz.
Jimmy Jones.
Have we met before?
No. I remember. I got a thing with faces. You all right?
Yes.
You look like you got some gas.
That's Jimmy the Tulip Tedeschi. Jimmy the Tulip was a hitman. Sexy. Sophie, the man's killed 17 people.
Let's go for a drive.
A drive? Look, Jimmy, I certainly don't want to die.
You better get used to it because you're going to.
What?
Everybody dies. Sooner or later.
Jimmy Tedeschi's new friends are hitting on him.
I'm one of your biggest fans. I've been following your career since I was a kid.
She has definite potential.
What? I've been wanting to meet you for years.
But one of them is hitting a little too close to home.
What got into him?
This is Cynthia, Jimmy's wife.
Oz, we're friends.
Friends do not engage in sexual congress with each other's wives.
Have you vomited recently?
A minute ago. I was just going to brush my teeth.
I'll wait.
Okay.
You were right about him. This is one exceedingly sweet man. I can't think of nothing finer than a fine naked woman holding a gun.
Bruce Willis.
It's not important how many people I've killed. What's important is how I get along with the people that are still alive.
Matthew Perry.
He's a little upset. I've managed to upset a mass murderer.
Aren't you gonna cry out for help?
Would it do any good?
No.
Time to rock and roll.
In their world,
They're gonna kill you. What?
being yourself
Nobody move.
could get you killed. The whole 9 yards.
Well, answers that question.
All right. So, of these three movies, this was definitely my favorite one.
I would agree.
It's another one that I wouldn't have watched otherwise, and I honestly don't know why it just kind of flew under the radar for 25 years because it's 25 years old. But no, it's a fun movie. Bruce Willis, he's great in it. Not a fan of Matthew Perry. That's probably why I stayed away from it. But
I think he did all right though in this movie. I think he did okay.
Yeah,
I think it was like him and Bruce Willis kind of was, like the way they played together was pretty nice. So
yeah, it had it tried to be quirky on purpose, and trying to tap into some of the silliness that Tarantino does, and at a watered down level, but
it was a little bit
still
Pulp
fun.
Fiction.
Yeah,
like some of the direction was kind of Pulp Fiction inspired.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely inspired for sure. Like many movies. And I think that's one of the reasons why
That's the movie we should watch is Pulp Fiction.
I think one of the reasons why I did stay away from it because I got so tired of all the Pulp Fiction ripoff movies. There were so many of them.
When we do my birthday, we should do Pulp Fiction. For August, for my birthday month, we're gonna do Pulp Fiction.
All right.
I have seen it.
Well, there we go. We've already got one for August. You can put it on the wheel. Of course, you can put three movies if you want, just 3 movies. That way, you're guaranteed to get the ones that you want. But
yeah,
so what I want regardless. Get what I want.
So, Pole Vault, with this one, you did miss some nudity. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
really crazy, kinky dentist chick that she was like, I want to be a contract killer. And she's like naked on top of his flight of stairs. Were you looking for these? You would have loved it.
Yeah.
It was like her face, like say hello to my little friend, but with tits. Like, so,
and evidently there was a sequel
no
to
pee-pee,
this.
though. There was no pee-pee in this movie.
No, there wasn't, sadly, Pole Vault. So
there was an extra.
Hey. You know, that's why I like doing this show and like leaving things to the wheel, because again, these were all three movies that I would not have watched otherwise.
Same.
They were they were all enjoyable to me. This one I did enjoy the most. It still wasn't, you know, a perfect movie, but it definitely had its moments. Definitely a good cast overall, and yeah, I mean, I would recommend it. Of these three, I would say this would be the one to take away and actually watch. Now, as far as the theme of love stories, yeah, this was a love story. You've actually got a couple of love story relationships going on. Not your typical romantic
Yeah,
movie
it
at
kind
all.
of starts with a guy whose wife wants to kill him for his insurance money.
Right.
And then as soon as he opens his mouth and says, "Hey, our neighbor's a serial killer," and she's like, "Perfect opportunity!" And like everybody apparently wants to kill this guy now. Like there's
Right.
like 20 different characters who are contracted to kill him.
And then, you know, very noir, and that you know, there's a lot of different double crossing going on.
Even the dentist chick that his secretary was contracted to kill him.
Right. Yeah.
But I mean, you know, when she's like, "I want to be a contract killer." So okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, don't we all at some point? So Poison Whales says more boobs, less plot. Learn how to make movies
Yes.
101.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, just boobs. Just a movie that's just boobs.
Just one. Just boob.
Boob.
And
Boob.
Brothers on Guitar is out there in the chat. Good
Boob
to see
too.
you,
Side
Andy.
boob.
I actually thought about taking a very close up of my like nipple and making it like one of my record covers, and nobody would know. That'd be
Just
like,
make it the CD art,
no, yeah, but I mean,
or a record, or the vinyl art. Just
close up that they wouldn't even know it's just a color.
boob or spinning nipple.
It's just a color. They're like, why did he make that that color? You know, and everybody was
Pole vault. So do you think it'll be like a subconscious thing that is going to have people want to listen to it, or is it going to turn them away?
I'm lying. I didn't want to make it my boob. I wanted to make it a different part of my body, but I just wanted to tell people like, wow, do you know how many people have seen that?
I still think you should just like make the vinyl art just a giant nipple, and it's just, you know, it just
I think
spins around.
Aerosmith's already done it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, Aerosmith doesn't even know what they've done either, so.
I forget what the name of that album was. Had a cow.
Brothers on Guitar, I don't know, honestly. Probably not. I don't have a car or money for The Gathering, unfortunately.
Oh, The Gathering would be some fun for sure. Definitely.
Ohio. That's the sad part. I'm here, but it's like in the center of Ohio, so.
I was just looking real quick here. The Rotten Tomatoes of this film, the consensus reads, despite a charming cast, the whole 9 yards can't tickle funny bones consistently enough to distract from its sitcom-like story. Definitely kind of it has that sitcom feel.
It was a little bit Friends tinged.
Yeah.
No one told you that this was going to be this way.
But I will say this overall for me, this selection of love story movies.
I think it killed Chad. Yeah. Pee. Yeah.
Shake your tits.
Yeah.
Everybody, I think.
Here.
Oh, he's gone. All right. So who's going to let him in?
No, it's time to spin the wheel.
He lets himself in.
No, he's not that Will. All right. Wow. Well, I guess it's me and you
the
here.
Wheel of eternity.
Well,
slowly.
What were we going to talk about next? Next month. Next month is going to what? Wait. What? 2 lemons and
we lost them.
2 lemons and a let's see.
Jim Sock?
No, I think it's a
2 lemons.
It's a flattened grape. What? No, it's
Pole vault. What did you do?
Oh, no, I don't know
what did you do?
What did I do?
What are we talking about, Pole Vault? What are you on?
Pole vault breaking my
I'm talking to the
internet.
The chat, Urban.
That looks like 2 melons and a eggplant.
Pole vault did it. Pole vault did it. Pole vault broke it. All right. So what were you guys saying?
I said pee-pee a lot when you were gone.
You said pee-pee?
Yeah, a lot.
A lot?
He showed his pee-pee. We're all traumatized. We're going to get taken down, demonetized.
Pookie said that Chad.
Back it up, everybody.
Did you time travel, Chad?
Yeah, that's what was going on. I time traveled.
All
right, so I think we're going to wrap up our movie talk. Anything to add, Pole Vault?
Yeah, that sucked.
That was painful, yes, indeed.
So next
Harry's
month,
lucky she missed this one.
Yeah,
where is she anyway? Like locked in the back of someone's trunk now or something?
All right. Here's what Carrie texted me. She did text me and let me know that she wasn't going to make it.
Oh, I'm locked in someone's trunk.
She messaged me at 5:20, so she messaged plenty of times, said had family emergency, not going to make it. Then she said, suffice it to say, loved all the movies for all the reasons y'all hated them. So.
Oh, well, maybe she should watch them sometime, like last month, you know.
Well, that's spiteful of her.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we were pranked, basically.
Yeah.
We were punked. We were Chris Hansen.
Yeah. I didn't do it.
All right. Well, we are going to try to watch the promo for next month that I have, and then we're going to talk about that before we get into the wheel to pick one movie for the list of movies to watch next month. All right? Yeah. All right. So next month, as voted by the chat, March of the Groovy Galactic Giggling Goblins is our theme. Of course, Dr. Seuss's birthday is next month. Mardi Gras is next month. Green Eggz and HaM's 1-year anniversary. National Pancake Day. So there's lots and lots of fun things to celebrate, and Mario Day, and pretty much most of that stuff's going to be celebrated like in the first episode, because a lot of that is right at the beginning of the month. So here is the promo for March. And here we go.
March is here, it's time to cheer. Galactic goblins drawing near, dancing wild with beats so bright under neon moons at Mardi Gras nights. Oh, it's the march of the pompous, thundering polka poppy cops, monster madcap, nippity mops, tottering clockwork cuckoos. No, it's not. It's the groovy galactic giggling goblins who rock, spinning planets, singing songs, Susie rhymes that you're so grand. Green Eggz and HaM, take a stand or don't just sit. Dr. Seuss birthday, oh what a treat. Silly words and funky beats. Hop on Pop or Ham and Who. Goblin grooves for me and you. Oh, it's the march of the pompous, wandering mini mops, chattering clockwork cuckoos. No, it's not. It's the groovy galactic giggling goblins who rock, spinning planets, singing songs, Seussian rhymes. And you're so grand, green eggs and ham. Take a stand, or don't just sit. One whole year we've rocked the show, celebrating as we go. Chad and Carrie lead the way. The Urban's gummies will make you sway. Pole ball flips and flops, and then joins the fun. Galactic goblins on the run. Grab a mask, put on your hat, twist and turn like a cosmic cat. Throw confetti, raise a toast, eat some toast. Galactic goblins with the most silliness you ever heard. Oh, it's the matcha, the pompous, hungering pogo poppycocks, monster madcap, mini mops, chattering clockwork cuckoos. No, it's not. It's the groovy galactic giggling goblins who rock, spinning planets, singing songs, Seussian rhymes. And you're so grand, green eggs and ham. Take a stand, or don't just sit. So here's the last nonsense tomfoolery to everything being pole vault's fault to cheer. One whole wild and wacky year. March along, don't miss the fun. Groovy goblins, everyone.
All right.
I agree with Poison Wells. Beware the ideals of March.
That's the Ides of March.
Same thing.
Beware the deals of March. All month long, deals out the ass.
So week 1 is going to be Mardi Gras Mayhem. And then week 2 is going to be the Wonder
We're going to be
Year
showing our
Party.
boobs for beads.
If you want to. I've got beads. I am also going to be doing some giveaways during the shows all month long.
Give it away, give it away, give it away now.
Nobody wants herpes, Chad.
So open mic celebrating the with the 1 year party. And then
Why am I a little gremlin though? I don't like that.
What? We
It
are.
looks like I'm trying to scratch my ass. You see that? Like his arm was just like.
If you notice, Pole Vault's the only one that's not like a gremlin goblin thing. He's like some, you know.
He looks like he'd win the
giant.
battle, whereas you look like you tried to just eat Fritos or whatever the hell those red fiery brims things you got from the Dollar Tree. No, I look like I'm trying to scratch an ass itch, and it's like I just get this face of determination. like pull my camera up. Pull my camera up. Like that's the face. That's the.
I'm scared.
All right, so women who wow. This is if you remember, we did the double threats of men entertainers a little while back. We're going to do this with women.
Who are the blue and green women? I don't recognize those two.
It's a Dr. Seuss nod. So it's AI also, okay? AI. All right.
I mean, one looks like Beyonce. One looks like Ariana Grande a little bit. One looks like Whitney Houston. You got blue and green ones.
So it's Melanie's birthday on the 3rd, and she basically picked these that we are going to watch. Horton Hears a Who, the Lorax, and the original
Hears a
How
what?
the Here's a Who.
Horton
And-
Hears a when?
Here's a Hugh Caldwell. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the original. Wow. So that means, because that one's, like 45 minutes or whatever, and it's not Christmas time. So we're going to at least put one other movie. It's got to be whimsical. So if you say Debbie Does Dallas is whimsical and you have an argument for it, it can go on the wheel.
I thought
Horton Has a Herpy.
Hobo with a shotgun.
Hobo with a Shotgun. Is it a whimsical movie?
It is so whimsical. I would say it is full of whims.
Horton Has Herpes.
We should all like do particular tinks and shit.
The first episode in March, we will be doing a play. We will be doing a play celebrating Mardi Gras, celebrating the 1 year anniversary, and it's going to be in the style of Dr. Seuss. So,
what?
Hey, Melanie, how about you just hit the replay button on whatever faces you want?
Dr. Seuss, we're doing a Dr. Seuss what?
Play.
What?
Yes.
It's already hard enough to read the shit you write, dude.
Can I edit it while we're doing it?
I don't write it. ChatGPT, not me.
No,
Can I edit it while we're reading it?
Oh.
All right. Hobo with a shotgun.
Best movie ever made, ever.
All right. Irvin, you got one to put on here? A whimsical one?
Whimsical.
Anything, in the vein of Dr. Seuss.
In the vein.
Hort has herpes. I don't know. I don't watch those movies.
No, but come on. He's saying hobo with a shotgun. So,
Pulp Fiction's pretty whimsical.
Pulp Fiction. Okay, we'll put Pulp Fiction on.
Kill Bill 1 and 2. I mean, I'd say Quentin Tarantino is pretty whimsical.
I'm gonna put Yellow Submarine on there.
Inglourious Bastards. That's pretty whimsical.
Yeah, no, we're gonna put Pulp Fiction. We're not gonna put the. I'm gonna put Yellow Submarine. Apocalypto.
Wow. How about Gibby the Clown?
I'm gonna look up.
What the clown?
Gibby the Clown.
Say it again.
Gibby, Gibby, the Clown. I just looked it up. I think it's gonna be. It would really be wild, dude. It's like a XXX remix of Dr. Seuss with the main character is Unicorn Squirter.
Playfully quaint or fanciful, especially in an appealing or amusing way, acting or behaving in a capricious manner. How does this equate to any movies that we're picking?
Pookie, that sounds like me after Taco Bell.
Oh my god.
Oh, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. There you go. See, Pookie's got it.
Bang Bang.
The world I live in makes no sense.
Chitty Bang
Bang.
Well, let's see if I can porn cross-reference that. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
I'm also going to put the 5,000 Fingers of Dr. T.
What?
That's the only live-action movie that Dr. Seuss himself has
fingers of
written.
What?
Fingers of Dr. T. That's a real change up from
children's
movies.
Tremors. Yeah, Coraline. Okay. Yep. Let's do Coraline.
Wow.
What else do we have? Scott Pilgrim.
That's whimsical.
Hadn't we already watched that?
That even is whimsical.
No, it's just gone on the wheel about 500 times, I think, because of Tremors. Okay, boys and whales. Tremors is going on the list.
Whimsy.
Tremors.
Is
okay.
Whimsical.
All right. Okay. We ready to spin this?
What about Showgirls?
Showgirls?
I don't know, man.
Showgirls, this is a good one.
How about...
I've actually never seen it.
What?
My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. That is whimsical.
I didn't watch a movie for like 5 years before I freaking came on the show.
Friendship is Magic?
My Little Pony.
Is that really what it's called? Friendship is Magic?
Friendship is magic.
I mean, how crazy is it that you never met
in a world where ponies
Wait.
rule.
That's a TV show. Hang on.
It's a movie, though. It's a My Little Pony movie.
My Little Pony movie. No, My Little Pony the movie.
Like a movie show and shit.
Oh, it was on Netflix one day.
The movie. My Little Pony the movie. Okay, are y'all ready to spin this?
Sure.
Wizard of Oz? Okay. Let's do Wizard of Oz.
We're hitting the bottom.
That's kind of what the fuck is whimsical anyhow?
That's what I'm saying. What the fuck?
Whimsical it's magical. It's silly. It's not serious. It's pull up ChatGPT. ChatGPT says whimsical.
It is with very great whim.
What does whimsical mean? Because Pole Vault and E-Urban are asking.
I love how ChatGPT doesn't know who the fuck we are. So.
Oh, it doesn't? Here's what it says. Whimsical means playful, quirky, or imaginative in a fun and unexpected way. It often describes things that feel lighthearted, creative, or a little bit surreal, like a story full of oddball characters, a painting with floating teacups, or a conversation that takes a silly turn just because. Basically, it's like when Carrie goes off plan, or when E-Urban suddenly drinks Faygo and gets the boing brought. Whimsical is fun, unexpected, and a little magical.
Am I whimsical?
Yeah, according to that, you are.
I'm
All
whimsical?
right, we're spinning this.
I'm whimsical? Oh, at least it wasn't My Little Pony. Cool, we're watching the other threes and the other three ones and not My Little Pony.
This is the one that Melanie put on the wheel. She already picked the other ones. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna add this one.
Paul Vault just bailed. It's just an empty space.
All right, we're gonna spin it one more time.
Oh God! I wish I could go back in time. And
all right, don't tell Paul Wall that came off.
What happened? What happened? Did the hobo with the shotgun get picked?
No, Showgirls did.
What?
Showgirls with shotguns.
Oh God.
I'd watch that.
All right. Okay. We've got movies to watch. So
yay, we've got movies to not
we've
watch.
got extra movies to watch too. So you watch Horton Hears a Who, The Lorax, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Showgirls, and Coraline. So those are the ones to pick from.
What?
All right, what you got here? Cotton candy. See, that is whimsical right there. That is whimsical.
Vanilla ice cream.
Ooh, fancy.
I get that ASMR.
And Ryan Haw is in the chat. Hello, hello.
Hello. What was that about?
It's not fun coming on country.
Pull off breaking stuff over there. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good.
This is gonna be fucking delicious. You know, I was thinking about opening up a shake or not a shake, but a float shop called Good Head. That's some good head. Yep. It's
How
good
was
head.
it?
Very unexpectedly delicious.
Come on,
It's
now.
like
Unexpectedly.
I mean, expected, but like it's just like vanilla. It's almost kind of like a sherbet and like kind of like has kind of like a little bit of a shock tart kind of taste to it, but with vanilla, and it's the foam is very like cotton candy like.
Melanie is saying you better watch the movies. You just gotta watch them stoned.
Well, that's all the time.
Hey, you gotta put Pole Vault as the soundtrack. You're like, hey, Horton,
Oh, Horton has herpes. Oh, Horton's herpes.
herpes.
I thought you were talking as he's enjoying the ice cream. Put some soundtrack of Pole Vault, which we can do.
Hey, I like to shit my pants, shit it all over the streets. I like to dance, 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 shit on my feet, all over my feet, all over.
This is the taste of regret, but it's also good too. Love it. I don't know. Mukbang channel. Hey, where's your cookies, by the way?
It's true.
Post Malone cookies.
Post Malone, the best Oreo cookies ever made. Is that right, Pole Vault?
Well, it's like I said earlier. It tastes like they have real ingredients. They're overall. I think they're a step over regular Oreo.
I love Oreos. I don't know about that.
Well,
yeah.
I had the vanilla one. And I could actually taste like vanilla in it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wow, they got new chemicals that taste like vanilla. I just don't know.
Hey, it's that beaver behind or whatever the hell they used to do.
New chemicals. Don't you know? Post Malone
new chemicals
went on a search to find the natural ingredients for these items.
Find the perfect chemical for his Oreos. Anyways.
All right.
He had to find the perfect element for his Oreos, cookies, and creamium.
Yeah, I saw some.
They don't have the pill top on these no more. The heck?
You're crackling up there, Pole Vault.
Yeah, Pole Vault. So,
yeah.
Posty swirled salted caramel and shortbread flavor cream.
Like I said, you'll taste like a hint of vanilla in there, and I'm like, wow, that's not usual. Yeah.
And then they say Oreo.
Well, that was exciting.
And post. That's what the other thing is. All right. Got to drop them in the milk.
What?
Got to drop them in the milk.
What are you doing?
Just drop them in there.
That's the best
You
way.
gotta rescue them.
That's the best way.
Well, you're not a purist now, man.
I'm like stirring away.
Probably mix oregano in your grass. Your thumb is still orange.
He's reaching in there with his orange thumb.
Hey, these are good.
Yeah, because that's what Post Malone would do.
I just had one, and I could taste like natural ingredients in it. I was like, wow.
Milk, vanilla, caramel, cookies, and cheese,
they
fingered fuzz or whatever the hell is from touching things with sticky, dirty, cheese-covered fingers.
They don't taste like beer or ashtray or tattoo ink or any of those things.
Yeah, right. Well, it wasn't me crackling up. It was Chad opening the bag over there.
No, you were like freezing up or something.
What?
Yeah,
You were.
you were.
My internet was freezing up.
You were like hiccuping. Yeah.
That's what was happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not supposed to happen.
Nope, it's not. I think I have to break some legs.
No,
Maybe
no,
hire a hitman named Tudesky.
no. We actually pay extra for that not to happen. So if it happens, I need to let them know. I'm not.
All right.
I'm not paying for this.
So I don't know if these are the best Oreos. I mean, that's hard to say. The best Oreos.
No,
they are good though. They are good.
Oh my god, though! I tell you what, who makes ice cream with a Faygo flavor is.
You know what would have been good is these Oreos with that ice cream and cotton candy.
I don't know about caramel and cotton candy though.
Why not?
I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, Chad. You know what would be really good with those Oreos? Some mayo and peanut butter.
No. Hush your mouth. Melanie's going to run in here with peanut butter and mayo. And
it's too late.
No.
It's already out of the box, Pandora. You can't put it back.
I will tell you one thing, that cotton candy machines are not always a good idea.
No, tell us more.
I was at a party once, and we thought it'd be cool to have blue cotton candy, and we all got, wasted and passed out. And the next morning, we woke up, and the ceiling fan had freaking like cotton candy spider webs going on. Everything in the freaking house had cotton candy on it. Am I having mic problems?
You're good now.
You're fine.
Yeah. Speaking of cotton candy machines, when I was a kid, this would have been kindergarten or first grade, maybe. My brother decided that we were going to make a cotton candy machine, and we were gonna take dirt and turn dirt into cotton candy.
Yeah.
Oh, yummy.
And I don't know, we like used like a record player and like a part of a washing machine and
Let me guess. You ended up making meth instead somehow.
No, we invented a time machine. That's what happened. No, it didn't work.
A pretty call.
It didn't work.
Yeah. Mud pies don't. They taste mud. We actually made mud pies when I was a kid, and they tasted just like mud.
Yeah. And JDL's here. Good to see you, JDL.
Oh yeah. JDL was on Frank's yesterday, getting interviewed by Lori and you Caldwell.
Yep. I should have got a spoon because there's a couple Oreos that dropped to the bottom and
Yeah, what happened?
Chug it. You gotta get every last bit. Choke on those soggy Oreos. It's like a video we should add it to the wheel.
So what was a Showgirls? That's whimsical. Okay. I mean, I've never seen the movie, but I'm sure.
Oh, it's great. It's great.
What?
Showgirls is great. Yeah.
Is it really? You'll lie.
You are right, Mijo. Great to see you. No, Showgirls is fantastic.
I just figured it had lots of boobs in it.
And more.
Oh,
whimsy.
There you go.
Girls show off their whimsy.
There you go, Poison Wells. Chad's saying this is a well-made movie.
show me your whimsy.
I can't believe you hadn't seen Showgirls. So yeah, it's part of the watch. So
Chad, I can't even believe I'm on a show that is about watching movies. I actually hate watching movies. It's crazy. I don't watch TV. I don't watch movies.
It's like Carrie. She don't watch anything either. It's like it's almost like me and Chad are the only ones who are doing any of the work around here. more so than Chad, but
well, no. I mean, I come up on the like for the karaoke and stuff, but watching movies is just not my deal.
well, it's good to push yourself sometimes to give it a try when something like an episode where Showgirls is on the list.
Yeah, Showgirls. At least you got Showgirls, right?
Mio says watch Showgirls in the shower. Okay.
What the toaster?
You two did a collab, and I wanted to play that and talk about that some.
All right.
How did that come about?
E. Urban sent over a track, and then me and Sunshine worked on it, and then we.
Like you finished it basically. I just kind of I was like, hey, here's this beat thing that I did. It's like a loop of some stuff. And Povol did some things, sent some stuff back, and then I sat on it for months, completely forgetting about it. And Povol's like, hey, you gonna do that song? I'm like, you go ahead and finish it, because I suck.
I've been deep in this last album I've been on. I mean, all the way up till Showtime, I was working on making a new track. I'm about 2 weeks ahead because you can't. Everybody's like, dude, you can't release like 5 songs in a row, like on the same day and shit. So you're like, okay, you gotta let them sit like buttermilk and shit.
Nah, just release them. You don't gotta pay attention to what anybody says.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to get the smooth on it, and the show. I've been working on a show, and all that.
So let's jump into Urban Underground. Povol, Sunshine Archer, and E. Urban.
Yeah, I really like the sunshine part on that one too because it gives it kind of that like what is that prodigy sound? You know I don't like that. You got to get out the I when she's in here singing, I get out my conductor one. I'm like higher, higher, higher.
That
Now.
should be more like smack. Sing faster, louder,
higher
pitch.
But yeah, I like that. That was fun, and it was like a really. It came out groovy and stuff, and I don't know. I guess it has like an industrial sound to it. I think, and
kind of. I don't know, like
it really brings out a different side. When we worked with Urban, I mean not Urban, Imp. It brings out a different side of us. We go like industrial sound on a lot of it, and then it's fun to work with different artists because it brings out different sides of what.
Right.
It's kind of like peanut butter and banana. Who ever heard of such? Yummy. Yeah. It's yummy.
Butter and mayo.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, definitely the bit of industrial or kind of reminds me of those remix albums where this was a thing that they would do back in the 90s where they would take like songs of Bush and do like remixes of them, or like those soundtracks like the Spawn soundtrack where they would take an electronic artist and mix them with Marilyn Manson or Korn and Chemical Brothers or whatever, mix them up like that, and has this unique. Not you can't really put your finger on what the genre it is because it's kind of a blend of them.
It was just kind of like a mishmash of like some drum sounds and some bass things and shit that I just kind of like hodgepodge together. And like I kind of do that. Like I'll make some beats and stuff. I just like emailed pole vault a bunch of them. Like I'm just like, here, I don't know what to do with this. You figure it out.
And this is where we get started.
That's what I used in it. I used the megaphone in that. I know lies. I was like, wow, this is a chance for me to use the megaphone. I'm going up for it. Bam.
And I bet the story behind that is that you had the megaphone as you were trying to conduct Sunshine, and then you're like, oh, that sounded neat, and then you decided to record that way.
Yeah, it's all groovy that way. Like, higher.
I had a question for you, E. Irvin. Did you listen to the new Twisted album? They dropped on Valentine's Day.
I haven't seen anything about the new album, although I've heard some of the newer stuff, and it's actually pretty. Yeah, it's pretty rocking. Like it's.
Yeah, I honestly, I mean, I know the year's early, but I think it's my favorite album this year so far. Welcome to Your Funeral. It's got some new metal vibes. It's got some grunge vibes. I mean, it's kind of Papa Roach, POD, with a bit of like Rob Zombie mixed in there. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I dig it.
Like I liked the one song is like "Dance on My Grave." It's like recent, it's like it's so like just like dance on my grave, and it's just got this like real like almost like Breaking Benjamin kind of sound to it, and like
no, it's good.
It's definitely a departure from I just want to fucking kill somebody.
I always like when they go more to the rock side, and I was happy that this full album is nothing but that. So I mean, there's some tracks that's kind of reminiscent of Korn a bit. Again, it's very new metal, but then there's also like some grunge thrown in there. There's also some industrial thrown in there, so it's really cool.
Oh, I have to check it out.
Yeah, I was driving to work this morning. I noticed like 90% of the music on the radio right now is something that it goes like this. It'll go, I was walking through the kitchen and I stubbed my toe. Stub my toe! Stub my toe! But I love walking in the kitchen. Every freaking song. I mean, it was like, okay, this is a recipe for making a song. I couldn't even tell the difference between the bands anymore.
Quiet part, scream part, quiet part, scream part.
It's like a quiet, whiny part, you know, like, I don't love you anymore. I don't love you anymore.
I love the contrast of loud and soft and
Yeah, but
screaming and
it's getting a little overdone on the radio. I mean, here in Dallas, anyways. I don't know. I mean, because I heard like 3 songs and I just said screw it and I pushed the Pantera CD back.
I haven't honestly listened to the radio at all in such a long time.
Yeah. I try not to. I really do. It makes me not want to because I mean, and I would change to stations and that station, all the songs sounded the same.
Yeah, it used to, for me, it's like it used to be like, 45 minutes of rock. Now it's like 15 minutes of rock. It just adds.
Wow, you get 15 minutes. We're lucky here in Dallas to get like 2 songs, and they'll be like, it's a Tuesday 2-4.
I think they're stretching it. We don't get even 15 minutes. It's like, it's just all advertising anymore.
Yeah.
Fucking rock radio is such a joke now.
I used to like those
15 minutes of rock.
Z-Rock back in the day, and it had heavy metal music on it, and it had stuff that you just couldn't hear other places. I really miss that station. But, nobody wanted to advertise on it because of the, King Diamond's playing on it, so I don't want to sell, my freaking like cotton candy or something. I don't know.
Oh man, I don't know. King Diamond and cotton candy. I think that would go well together.
Abigail, can't you see it?
Emma, what was it like?
Yeah, cotton candy.
So the poll looks like pole vault 50%, E Urban second place 31%, me and Carrie both 9%.
That's Blue Poison Wells.
I'm time traveling right now.
It looks like Scanners or something. Man.
Well, how often do you time travel?
He keeps going back to the past. I'm going back to the past.
I repeat my mistakes. I'm very good at this time traveling thing.
And how stupid would you feel if you went back, if you like did stub your toe, right? And you went back to the past and you stubbed your toe again. You're like, damn it, I forgot about that.
Right.
God damn you,
Like, what happens when you can't like write stuff on the wall and say, hey, you're going to stub your toe? So that would just be erased.
You know, it'd be funny if you went back in the past and put like a booby on the wall and then you walk, but then you're like, oh, thanks, past me. You're like, there would just be like a booby on the wall for no reason.
Oh, thanks, past me for
drawing a booby on the wall. Yeah.
Okay. What are you doing?
I always hated it when I would draw boobies on stuff, and people would be like, "Look, someone drew eyes on that." I'd be like, "Man." Oh.
You know, so I make dough as part of my job for a pizza place in the mall, and when the dough balls proof, they're in a tray. There's like 5 of them, and when they proof, and you take the tray off, you end up with like big nipples, like just a big wide flattened bit of dough, and then there's just a big like little nipple.
Do you ever toss the dough? I know you do.
Huh?
Do you ever toss the dough?
I don't.
I bet you have.
I can't.
But I bet you've done it.
I would toss that dough and will go over the counter and hit someone sitting at a table over yonder. Like it'll just be like
So you've done it just once. I know you have. Come on.
No, I can't.
You've been in there baking and like, hey, I'm just gonna throw this up real quick.
No, yeah, I'm not that skilled.
I just want to say this, Paul. It is 2025. There's no shame in tossing the dough. Okay?
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
No, I can toss the salad.
I don't like salads. No, but I did get in a fight with the radio naked the other night. Where was that? I was somewhere. I got in a fight with her. I think it was Valerie's show. I got in a fight with the radio while I was naked. So no, I don't listen to public radio. Yeah, if you want to get out of a fight, Chad, just take off all your clothes. The radio didn't even want to fight anymore when I got naked. It was like, "Come on, buddy." I'm like, "Come on." It's like, "No, you're naked." I'm like,
people like Kroger's didn't even want to fight me anymore.
No, the radio did not win, Camellia.
The people at church didn't want to fight me anymore. I got all the scenarios in which that would work.
Why don't you tell everybody, Paul, about what's coming up on the weekend warm up?
Well, it's going to be like some. That's the wrong thing, Chad.
What?
That's weekend warm up.
This has superheroes all over it because hero edition. No, I'm just kidding, man. It's a superhero edition, and Todd is going to be is going to try his hand at being a superhero.
Yeah.
Oh, you got any video of him in the army too?
I did not. I have not got to that. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm running out about a week ahead of myself, and I'm still behind. I don't know how that happens. We're putting funny stuff in the show.
There we go.
See?
Yep. Spider-Man with a Superman logo.
Nah.
It's Todd.
Super Spider.
It's Spider Todd.
And it's 2 Batmans.
That's past and future Batman.
And 2 Jokers.
Past and present Joker. What the hell?
Good save, Paul Vault. That was like and 2 Jokers, past and present.
And if you notice, I think even Iron Man had on Superman's underwear. But yeah,
it's all sharing clothes.
And believe it or not, it takes a little while to do that shit. Especially if Sandra's going to be in it, because you got to get Sandra in the studio, which is quite the task sometimes. And but it's going to be funny, and we're going to. The thing is, Chad, I always say the Todd stuff and playing videos is just coincidental to us just hanging out, and it's just like a house party on Friday. We're doing that thing, and hugs and mishmash and Val and Smith and everybody just, it's just a good time, dude.
Evidently, Jade calls it the human centipede.
Right. I'm not to be up.
In which order? Who's in the front and who's in the back?
Well, sometimes Poval's the front, right?
Yeah, sometimes, but I think Mr. Smith and Valerie are coming in, and then it's warm up, and then it's hang out with Lori's Mishmash, and then Hubs, and then into Leela, and it works in perfect. Well, it works in perfect order. Yeah, that's what Jade said. As night progresses, it gets wilder and wilder and wilder. Hubs like jams out in the parking lot. If you've ever seen Gary Hubs, and you get all rowdy, you're like because he's playing metal, and then Leela comes on, and I mean, it's really late when she comes on here, so I'm like really zonked. I'm like,
oh yeah, it's super late here.
And then it comes on, and she's like, and it like trips you out, and she's doing all this trippy house like trippy music, and all these weird like things on the screen, and you're like,
Eventually, she said she's gonna work on the whole thing with my drum pack, which I will post a link for that, by the way. Make like basically these are loops that you can put into your DAW, and you can chop them up and rearrange them and make whatever you want with it. It's completely free, and I don't care how you use it, even if you make money. Just do it. So
I was going to do a soundtrack for Gibby the Clown.
Do it.
I don't know. Now I've got to see.
What is this?
I get to see. I see that now.
What did Melanie just hand me to this? And
Layla left you a present.
I don't know what this is.
What is that? Is that?
I mean, there's a brownie, but then like sandwich in the middle. I don't know what's in there.
It's a tuna brownie. Don't you know a tuna brownie when you see it?
Little Debbie tuna brownies.
Hello, Shell. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So
we have Shell and we have Shelly.
I had also on Saturday morning. Listen, you can't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. Nobody out there tell anybody. But on Saturday morning, if you're easily offended by anything, but there's a too much information club. And that's where I just come on and talk about things you shouldn't talk about on the internet. And I don't know what I'm going to do. Let's see. What was I talking about? I was talking about, I think I usually talk about like don't eat like Taco Bell before you go on a long trip or something. You know, stuff.
Or how about before you're about to give up the anal? Okay.
It's 2025 though, so
yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, but you know, don't tell anybody.
All right.
Okay.
I won't tell nobody.
Yeah.
I think if I'm not mistaken, these brownies are
spiked with weed.
Yes,
probably.
spiked. And I don't know what she put on this. I wish you would type it in the chat. So, Melanie, what is on this plate? Paul says it's tuna fish.
Yeah.
Brownie tuna fish sandwich.
That's fine. It's fine. It's fine, Chad. You just go to a happy place. If it's bad, you can just go back in the past and not eat it.
Yeah, just hide in the closet, clench your fists.
All right, trivia time. Where does Shell work?
It must be
Doesn't wear brown.
A Shell gas station.
Looks good in purple.
FedEx.
FedEx doesn't
Shell
have purple,
gas
do they?
station.
FedEx is purple.
Is it?
Yeah.
Purple delivery.
Shell gas station.
Logo.
Shell works at a Shell.
Oh yeah, you're right. I do see the FedEx
seashells by the
outfit.
seashore.
Yep, FedEx ground.
Oh man, look at me! What I win, Chad?
You won a tuna fish brownie.
Oh yay!
She sells by the seashore. That's what Shelly does.
Shelly sells seashells.
Seashells by the seashore.
Not spiked, but what is it? What is it? Tuna fish? Yeah.
Does it smell like tuna fish?
No.
Well, then
it smells like
not.
peanut butter.
Oh, it might be peanut butter. In there.
But it's not. I mean, it's
creamy.
It's creamy.
Dude,
I would have just eaten it. I don't care what's in it. Just well, as long as it's not mayo, but
I mean, it might be mayo. That's the thing.
Take the top off and make sure there's not mayo in it. Otherwise, if not, I would have just eaten it right out. Just.
It's probably okay, Chad. I mean, it can't be worse than what's already on your fingers.
Peanut butter frosting. Oh, that's Shell saying that. Yeah, I mean, that's what you would hope it is.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Peanut butter rat poison.
I like to know what I'm eating, though.
Yeah, it's fine. You can do it, Chad. You can do it.
Eat it. Eat it.
The plate says you're welcome, so
yes,
not be too bad.
It's nice.
Oh, that was a great sound.
Yeah, I think I sent Chad some pube hairs, and they made. Yeah.
There's something weird in here. Something weird in here.
Is that egg salad? Did you put egg salad between a couple brownies?
No, but there's definitely something weird in it.
Mustard, and cold potatoes.
Look,
and in between some brownies.
Wait, that might be off her shoe.
I don't know what this is.
Layla left her a present on her shoe the other day, so it might be that.
There's like almost a peppermint flavor to it.
Vicks.
Vicks in your peanut butter.
That's not what Chad meant by a Vicks job.
I don't know. I'll finish that later. All right. So, any other collabs you got planning, Urban?
I don't plan.
You don't plan.
This is the closest thing to planning that I do. And no, but like I said, you can download my drum pack and make what you want of it. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm just making music to share and sounds for people to use. So
I've been working on a collab with Eggz HaM since 10/8/24. That is ridiculous. Jesus. Duffy, if you're listening, get back on the wagon, man, just for a day or two, man. What the hell? What? I mean, what the hell? That's like 4 months, man.
Yep, that is pretty crazy.
Dude, I'm going to text him tomorrow.
All right. Well, I think we are going to get out of here. Next week, we are celebrating Mardi Gras, Dr. Seuss's birthday, Mario Day, Pancake Day.
That's it's marshmallow flush. Marshmallow. Damn it, Rhett, you're fucking with my speech.
So
marshmallow fluff, peanut butter, and cream cheese. That's what you're tasting. It's probably the cream cheese.
Yeah, that sounds fine.
It's fucking delicious. You're basically eating a peanut butter cheesecake.
Yeah.
With brownies. Yeah, I would definitely have plowed through that like I don't know.
There's some sort of spice or something though that's in there.
It's the spicy marshmallow fluff.
Earlier they we wanted to know what kind of beads you had, Chad. You know, it being 2025 and stuff.
Beads?
Yeah. Yeah, beads.
Mardi Gras beads.
Dick-shaped beads.
Mardi Gras beads.
Yeah, Mardi Gras beads. Not those kind of beads you use with your radio.
Kind of peony flavored or shaped. If they're candy. Okay, Freudian slips.
All right, we're gonna get out of here. I wanted to take us out with a love song. It's one from Kiss. Do You Love Me? From the album Destroyer. And this though is if Kiss their album Destroyer was recorded in the 50s.
Right.
So it's a reimagination of Do You Love Me by a group called The Kisses, and of course made with AI. But I thought it was super fun. So we're going to go out with that. Everybody have a great rest of your week.
Bye, everybody.
We will see you later. Much love to you all. Here is Do You Love Me from The Kisses.
You really like my limousine. You like the way the wheels roll. You like my 7-inch leather heels and going to all of the shows. But do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? Really love me? You like the credit cards and private planes. Money can really take you far. You like the hotels and fancy clothes and the sound of electric guitars. But do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? I mean, like, do you really love me? You really like rock and roll, all of the fame and the masquerades. You like the concerts and studios and all the money, honey, that I make. But do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? Really love me? Your backstage pass and the black sunglasses make you look just like a queen. Even the fans, they know your face from all February. What the fuck you weary? Fuck Valentines. Fuck February. What the fuck you weary? For fuck's sake, I just don't give a fuck. Fuck it, it's all fucked up. What the fuck you weary? What the fuck you weary? What the fuck you weary? Share love every day. Fuck it, it's all fucked up. What the fuck you weary? 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 Share love every day.